Long ago, Koda, the Ancient One, founder of the earth, keeper of the sky, formed the world. In the beginning, the spirits of the world were wild and untamed. Then one day, a bear stood up on two legs and saw that the spirits of the world were restless and chaotic. The bear could not understand the endless cycles of creation and destruction, and so the bear was the first creature to speak. And with her first words, she asked Koda, "Why is this so?" Koda was pleased and made an offer to the bear. "If you would watch and learn, then watch and learn. One day, your offspring shall protect and guide this world's spirits."
I was not expecting to uncover a tale of ancient origin and myth in the frozen north. In fact, I was in Holbrook trying to verify reports of increased dragon corruption and Sons of Swanir attacks when I heard the northeast passage to the Bitterfrost frontier had opened. I and my Norn guide, Io Tymevor, were prepared for months of field reporting, but what we uncovered could rewrite the history of the entire Norn race. If you have ever braved the frigid dangers of Frostgorge Sound, you may have encountered the honourable yet stoic Kodan and their great sanctuaries of ice and sail. This ancient and enigmatic race is rarely seen outside the frozen mountains of the Shiverpeaks, and little is known of their history and culture. The few Kodan we met on our way to the northern pass were reluctant to share their stories with a human. The few who would engage with my Norn companion were battle-weary and bereft. All were refugees and had lost everything but what they could carry with them. Many had lost loved ones in their relentless exodus south, with the murderous ice brood ever hounding their retreat. I fear their numbers will only grow in the coming months as the Dragon War grinds on. When we arrived at the northernmost reaches of Frostgorge Sound, we found a solitary Kodan guarding the only pass to the Bitterfrost frontier. He spoke warnings to all who would listen, and offered aid and guidance, and a fiery staff to any who would venture further north to fight the Dragonstorm. The Kodan and their allies are holding back the tide of corruption here, with nothing but their faith in the ancient god spirit, Koda. The last remaining Kodan sanctuary in the Bitterfrost frontier was our destination, and marking the path there were great blazes, beacons of warmth and light, guarded by Kodan and Quaggan flamekeepers. The Kodan claim the fires are the eternal flame of Koda.
These braziers are gifts from Koda, the one true creator of the world. The flames provide offense against the severe cold. As long as Koda continues to deliver these braziers to us, we know we are on the right path. You also must learn to use them to your advantage. So long as you fight at our side, you are welcome to.
I will leave it to the scholars to verify these claims of ancient magics, but for me its warmth seemed to penetrate my spirit as well as my flesh, renewing my hope and hastening my steps. These flaming beacons stretch out across the bitter landscape, an unbroken line of resistance against the dragon's corruption. We reached the sanctuary as the sun rose on the 23rd day of our trek. Exhausted, I huddled by a campfire and shared the story of our journey with an elder Kodan. I asked many questions about the region, their sacred flame, and noted the similarities in culture they shared with the Norn. So I asked simply, "Do you know anything of Norn history?"
In the beginning, the Kodan tribes spread across the land. Their journeys were bounded only by the seashore, and everywhere they went, they brought balance. They watched, learned, and hunted, and so served the will of Koda. Time passed. All things grow and all things die. Even the glacier is not unchanging. There came the Dragonstorm, and it did not end, though season after season, generation after generation, passed. Our seers, the voices of Koda, said it was again time to wait, watch, and learn, but not act. With their thick white fur, my ancestors would be safe. Waiting, however, was not easy. They could not hunt. In the sanctuary halls, the rumbling of bellies echoed like the roaring of bears. In answer to your question, which I have not forgotten, I will tell you a story. It's the tale of a claw who lost his voice to the dragon storm, and subsequently refused to stay safely hidden. He said that fur or no fur, storm or no storm, a hunter hunts. He and several others went out into the storm to seek hunting grounds in the dry southern lands where snow fell gently, and they were never seen again.
There was an aura of truth to her tale. It explained the Norn's ability to transform, their hardiness to the cold, their veneration of spirits, and passion for the hunt. I begged the elder to tell her story to Io, and as the tale unfolded again, the Norn was silent, her face unreadable, but by the end, she simply shrugged and said, "Perhaps." I don't know what I was expecting. The Norn, like their newfound Kodan cousins, are stoic and too often indecipherable. But I put it to you, Tyria. Do you think the Norn are a lost tribe of the Kodan? What does that mean for the Norn? Could the Kodans shrug off their animalistic form, integrate into Norn society, or vice versa? I plan to investigate this extraordinary claim, but with the re-emergence of the White Mantle and earthquakes rocking the southern regions of Tyria, I fear my time in the bitter frost frontier will be fleeting. I have written letters to the Priory and Newt White Bear, requesting they investigate the matter. But we are at war, and every resource is tasked to that end. The purpose of my journey was to investigate rumours of Jormag's awakening. I can confirm that the Ice Dragon is active in the north, and its minions are on the march. The Sons of Svanir infest much of the region, and a plague of corrupted fauna, as well as Kodan and Quaggan, threaten to overwhelm the embattled sanctuary. I hope this report acts as a call to arms, for without reinforcements, I fear that even the flame of Koda will be swallowed by the dragon. This is Fornax Kingspear, reporting for the Krytan Herald in the Bitterfrost Frontier.